Hello everybody, hope you're having a great day today. If you're not, hopefully this video will make it at least a little bit better. Now, you all read the title, you know why we're here today. Strategy BTD Battles 2. You want to push up to the higher arenas to get a sweet 15% bonus XP. The strategy took me all the way from the end of White Wasteland all the way to BFP Coliseum.
Hey, that's pretty good.
As you can see, 11 win streak. Not the best, but definitely not the worst. Super solid strategy. All you need are these couple towers. 3 towers right here. The keyword doesn't really matter for now, and I'll explain why in a little bit. First, let's see what you need on these monkeys. So, super meta, boomerang. Obviously, you guys all saw this coming. Super good, especially this Moab press. Destroys most Moab balloons. And for your early game, you're only going to need the Glaive Ricochet. And if you can afford it, the more glaives. If you don't unlock it, fine as well. You can just spam a bunch of Glaive Ricochets. But it's usually more efficient to just get one more glaives. And then the middle path doesn't really matter, you're not going to be using that. And the bottom path, you need him up to 4th tier on this. Moab press, so good. Just too good to pass up. Spam a couple of these and you're set. So again, you only need 3x4. If you could get a 4x4, that'd be amazing as well. These would be all, if not most, of your early game popping power. You have Ricochet destroys all the way up until full on purples. Especially with a hero, just a little bit of support will definitely make him a solid pick for the early game. For the late game, you want to use a Moab press, obviously to stall those Moabs and let your other towers do the damage. Our next tower is the Wizard. Now you might be thinking, oh, why the Wizard? Why would you want him? Well, you only really want him. The main reason you really want him is for this XX30 right here. Not only does he decamo all balloons permanently, but he also does that for DDTs to make it easier. Because I know DDTs are one of the hardest balloons to pop in BTD battles too. And all you really need is the XX3. You can get a 4 XX4. That would just make it a little bit safer. Be out just a little bit more. He's gonna be your mid to late game. And yeah, very solid tower. More people should use them. Finally, the all-powerful Super Monkey. You guys saw this coming as you saw him. He's really good, especially in late game. You're not going to need the first 2 paths. If you do, that's fine. But all you need is the XX3 for this Dark Knight. In my opinion, one of the most value Super Monkeys. He's not that expensive. Or he's somewhat expensive, actually. But he's great against Moabs, ADTs, balloons, whole shebang. So this man is going to be your late game. After you set up your Wizard Monkey for counter detection, and your Glaive Ricochet for balloons and Moabs, you're just going to be spamming this man. And he should defend against almost everything. Now, in case you do have some extra XP, you're like, oh, what should I upgrade after just the mandatory stuff? I would first recommend more glaives. It makes it so much easier. So you can get the 4x4. And if you already have that, go for the Necromancer and then the Prince of Darkness. Prince of Darkness is going to save your life in the later games. With his reanimated balloons, he can shred through DDTs and lower class Moabs, even fortified Moabs. He's a great 5th tier. The only 5th tier that you would really be able to afford because of its costs. And great coverage. And you could go for the Archmage too, but I think the Prince of Darkness, you're already upgrading to the Shimmer. Don't need to branch off into 2 different paths. But if you do, the Prince of Darkness, go for the top path. And then the last one would be Dark Champion. He just makes it so much better for those really, really late games. He helps out so much. Okay. And finally, the heroes. Now, you don't really need a hero for this. Doesn't really matter which one you pick. I like going Gwendolyn for the extra damage you get from her heated up in the late game. You usually don't have any trouble starting early game. But if you want to get the no lives lost and the first blood, just the first blood. He'll help you over because it's usually quite expensive to get the Glaive Ricochet in the very beginning. You might leak 1 or 2 lives, but if you're super finicky and you really need extra monkey money, go for Quincy. Help you out in the early game. If you think you're good or you don't mind losing a little bit of lives, then go for Gwendolyn out of the 2 free heroes. Obviously, you can pick any hero you want. He'll work with all of them. Captain Churchill's gonna be great for the late game. Oben's gonna be good for that early to mid game. Benjamin, obviously he's the best hero, right? Especially with the DJ Ben skin, he just does so much. So hero doesn't really matter. It's just basically whatever you want. Just know with Quincy you can guarantee that you won't lose first blood. Okay, that should be it for the strategy. I'll help you along, and we'll do a ranked battle. That way you guys can see how it works. Let's hope we find someone quick. All right, long, a little bit short for my taste, but it's fine. It'll work on any map. Oh, he's switching it. Okay, Dino Graveyard. I hate this pesky little bone blocking the way. Alright. So here you don't need Quincy. The map's long enough for you to get up that Glaive Ricochet in time. Captain Churchill. So we got a strategy set up. I'm gonna change it. Let's go. Give him a little time. She just sets people on fire and just laughs about it. Alright. Let's go and get a strategy. Okay, so meanwhile we're loading up. I'm gonna explain the strategy real quick. Basically, you just want to get a solid early game with him. Don't worry about rushing. The way you plan on your eco would usually get them to lose the first couple of lives, if not more.
We have ignition.
So don't worry about that too much. I'll show you right now. Also, use hotkeys. Hotkeys are your best friend in this. Alright, let's get... I'll do this right here. Spam your S to get those space blues. That way you can get a little bit of income and get up your defense nice and early. So he seems he's going to save for Churchill, I think. I don't know. Just going ninja. Perfectly fine. So for your income, oops, he's rushing us. Let's get this up. For income, you're always going to want to do the newest space balloons. And I'll show you when to stop. You're doing this so you can get the extra money to eventually get that Glaive Ricochet. And that way you can get your eco up in time. Plus, as you can see, he's kind of not struggling, but I didn't make him have to buy something fairly expensive. Like confitter. Perfect. You should be able to find almost everything. I'm doing this to get up the experience just a little bit earlier. Let's hope we don't lose any lives. Oh, see, look, first blood. I was just doing this for eco, getting heavily damaged. You can see we're just cruising. Oh, and he sold his ninja for that too. And once he starts rushing yellows, I'll get up that Glaive Ricochet. If not, keep on income. You can see I'm just doing the newest space balloon, and it's already giving him trouble. Looks like we're struggling a little bit, so I'll get like Glaive Ricochet. I see, look at that, he's struggling. I'm just getting eco. I'm not even trying to rush him. Again, hotkeys, best friend. You can move your mouse, do whatever, upgrade, while still getting that eco. He's barely holding on. I wonder how he's gonna do with these pinks. Let's see. You see he's not trying to rush us. And you're always gonna want to go for the 3, 0, 2. So you get the extra pierce. And just shreds these balloons down. Or sorry, not extra pierce, extra damage. Excuse me. See, he's caught up. He's all good now. And gonna keep doing whites. He might struggle a little bit against these. We should be a-okay. And now you want to keep doing space balloons all the way until black balloons. You see this little meter right here? Shows when the next upgrade for the balloon would be. It goes from spaced to grouped, and then you can really farm up your eco. Okay, let's see what this man's got. He should be good all the way until they can start doing purple grouped purple rushes. That's when you start to struggle a little bit. Because we have obviously a big purple weakness. So Gwendolyn not be able to pop anything. Anything else, you should go with her Molotov cocktail, and then we'll be fine. So let's go for the big beefy yellow rush. You might even boost here too. So we'll see what happens. We're just doing this to get our eco up. So that's whatever. We don't really need the damage. See, we go skyrocketing, almost 700. Round 8, not bad. We gotta keep an eye out for this purples, because they can kill you very, very easily. And to counter that, you're gonna get the more glaives, or you can go for your necromancer early on. Balloon trap. He's gonna try to get balloon trap to Hama Eco, but we don't really care. Like this, so we can get this man up. Okay, so you can prepare for this and camos, which come out around 11, and they all happen pretty fast. That's like shouldn't be giving him that little bit of eco, so we're gonna stop for a little bit, get our defense up, and we don't really want to rush now because it's gonna give him big, huge head boost. But usually you just keep going. Here we go. Purples don't matter. I'm gonna go for this monkey sense. We'll send some blues to get a little bit of eco. Okay, it's round 12. He rushes us the big huge camel rush. We're gonna be in big trouble. So let's get that. Get the shimmer. Now this usually be good. I like to go wall of fire for the necromancer, and helps clear out all those icky balloons. Now we're gonna be set. Oops, wrong one. I'm gonna do space yellows. You keep doing this up to 1,000, because once you get to 1,000 eco, you're gonna be making more money than you're spending from this. It's getting that 500 bucks so easily too, which is disheartening. So you need to worry until round 17, I believe, is when you're able to send up the first Moab. So around 16, we're gonna send up Moab press, and we'll be able to handle any rush he sends out against us. Camo, you got balloon popping power. Sends out ceramics, you would upgrade to necromancer, or you can just use an ability. Alright, so around 16, I'm gonna start to set up my mud press. Let me take it easy in case he decides to rush. For this one, you want to go 0 to 4. Special throwing activates a specialty. Activates his special grooming. Earlier. There we go. And let's probe this guy. Let's see what he does. Casts nothing, and I'll keep him busy for a little bit. Let's see how good this does. He should be fine. He has Churchill and an out boosted ninja. Yeah, he's fine. He's not gonna struggle for a while. You don't need the faster ranks, but it's whatever. Saves you a little bit of money. And we're gonna try to get out engineers, man. I don't see them often. When we do, it's terrible against Blue Nico players. So now we should be good. You gotta watch out for when he can send out a bunch of labs against us, which is in one more round. I'm gonna start to set up our super monkey. Already will be all set up. And we'll get one more mud press. Why not? You can never have too many. Let's get that one more, and then we'll be set to go for a little bit more eco. And you'd be like, oh, what do you do now? You got your defense? Well, what do you need now? Well, we're gonna wait for later rounds until the balloon starts to struggle. Until the balloon jutsu starts to struggle. Now we're just gonna get up for eco, making that mad money. we'll see from here. Use pinks from time to time, where we get eco'd a little bit faster. Should be good for this one, and then we'll switch back to yellows. It don't matter. We've gotten to the bulk of our defense, and we're set. We get Necromancer, just in case he decides to do anything funny. Get that wall of fire. The extra big graveyard. When you get to 2000 ASAP, you can see the yellow is gone, so we only need to be able to do pinks. To break even on pinks, you need at least 2000. We're gonna start making money from just sending out full on pinks. I'm pretty sure his eco, my eco is higher than his, but he's getting those 500 quite often. Now we shouldn't be worried about anything until round 28 or 29 when DDTs come out. Round 30 is the bad, so we're set for now. You want to bolster defense around like round 26. See? Reinforced ceramics, no problem. This Necromancer's got us in case he sink all the way in the back. He spawns a little bit more over here. Let's get rid of this. We got him in this long time ago. Okay, purple is no problem. And let's see what we're going to do. Trying to keep getting that income up. I think a reinforced BFB would be not bad on him. Reinforced, oh my god, won't be bad on him. But for now, we're not going to worry about rushing. We get one more. No press. Okay, so you can see we got plenty of eco. And we're going to wait until round 26 to start actually doing a lot of defense. If he rushes us, we'll J-rig something, but until then it shouldn't be that big of a problem. Even then, BFB, or not BFBs, Moabs, no problem. Go inside, no problem. And get up as much eco as we can, because these super monkeys are pretty pricey, but they come at a good cost. Do this in case something slips by. I was going for a ninja tactic. I don't know how we're gonna just probably have to rush him with a reinforced bad. Oops. I'm not getting the proper defense up at all. I'm gonna start saving up for that. You could just rush me with DDT, and I think I'd be done. So let's get something up. That should be enough for DDTs, especially when it decamizes it. Go for one more just in case. This plasma to put extra damage and speed. See, we're not struggling at all. I would say we have about the same amount of defense, but he does have Churchill, which scales very well with the late game. I want to get the pot up soon to get this last one. That way I can handle any amount of DBTs sent out at us. And this Master Bombers, and these just sticky bombers actually. Quite a problem because they handle all the lower class, including DDTs, I believe, until the later rounds. And we're just gonna save up right now for our Prince of Darkness. I could go for more eco, but I'm really nervous about a rush. So until I get this Prince of Darkness, I think I'll wait out to get an eco up. Actually, what? Yeah, we're almost there. It's okay. He's probably gonna all out DDT rush us once the time comes. Once we go for our first rush, he's probably gonna send a bunch of reinforced DDTs. So that's usually the strategy. So we'll save up for a bit more. And once you get these BFBs, or not, when you go from MUBs to BFBs, you know you're good against CDTs. Let's see how good he does against this. He's going to do way better than us, because all our defense is back here. He's starting to struggle a little bit, as you can tell. Absolute ownage. See, he starts to get back all his extra large trap in the back for safety. It's very good. Keep going up for that more eco. Few problem with reinforced BFB. Oh, he's rushing us. Alright. So we're gonna do pair of defenses. This is a little bit worrying. So we should be able to defend. Get that. I'm gonna start boosting, I guess. I think I should have boosted a little bit earlier. But that's okay. We're gonna go. So I'm gonna go for a huge reinforced EDT rush. Hope this one does something. It's gonna suck up all of them. And there we go. We just won like that. So even though we couldn't defend, we recognized that and we saw what to do. So don't forget that this strategy isn't just free wins. You see, got no lives lost, first blood, and win streak. I'm gonna rake in that ka-ching, especially with this free boost. Ooh. Don't forget to use these. Free, super helpful, no reason not to use it. Especially in PSC, you get a lot of them, and I know we'll discard it for now, because I'm not going to play much longer after this video. This is a 21-minute video already? Wow, I guess we're just going to do one, but as you can see how the strategy worked out, we started off with just a boomer. This old guy, boomer. Whatever. This is supposed to be a joke, but I don't know how funny it is.
My god, bro.
And from Glaive Ricochet, got that 302. And we just see, as you can see, we didn't leave the Glaive Ricochet immediately. We could have put a hero. Granted, it was more than enough to not lose first blood. We upgraded to that. We were set all the way until until group purple, sorry. And then we got the more glaives, and we got this man up to shimmer for camo detection. I will get the arcane spike because I'm going for the Archmage next. So get that. It's very, very nice. Super excited to get him too. 32. Slightly more expensive, but I'm pretty sure he's very, very powerful, especially against DDTs. That's what my strategy struggles the most against, because they're just so strong. So strong, so fast. Even with the extra large trap and all of that, we still won, just because they're so strong. Yeah, there we go. From here, into our late game, defended all the Moabs, everything except for BFBs, possibly DDTs we would have struggled against, but with a properly timed balloon boost, our Moab Presser would have stalled it just a little bit for these to do damage. I can't guarantee that we would survive against the all-out EDT rush. I'm pretty sure Dark Champion, way better against EDTs than Dark Knight, but huge price tag. So you saw what we did. We went start off with him, used him for guidance detection, late game, Moab presses for late game, plop him down for that extra late game power. Went spaced balloons all the way up until we could send out grouped yellows. Ooh, let's see what we get. Hopefully we get the jackpot. Good luck. 50 monkey money, not bad. I'm gonna see it for Ben because he's the best hero. But yeah, so we went spaced balloons all the way up until group yellows. You always go for the newest one. Just makes it easier, get a little bit more income, slightly more efficient. And you go ham on that yellow income. The yellow blues until you get a lot of income. Once you get 1,000, you know you're set. You can keep making money, even though you send out full-on grouped yellows. If you start to run out of money with grouped yellows, just send out some group pinks, or sorry, group blues for a little break. Still raise your income somewhat efficiently. And then once you have like around like 1,000, 1,400, go back to grouped yellows. And then make sure you get your defense up. Don't be too greedy with this, because once you have that defense up, you can be as greedy as you want, because nothing's gonna get through. And yeah, you go all the way up until 2,000 income, then you go group pinks. After that, you're not gonna start losing money, you start gaining money. The amount of money you spent is always to be less than the amount of money you get every 6 seconds. So once again, you need to watch the video once again. We went early game, Glaive Ricochet, mid game, Shimmer, plus more Glaives, and the hero. And then late game, just Dark Champions, or sorry, Dark Knights. And then, if you see any rushes, go for it, obviously. Just know this will hold up until at least DDT territory. And I think we may have defended that bad if we weren't so greedy in income. So I kept going a little bit longer than I should have. But if we just put up a little bit more defense, I think we'd been fine with another boost. I did that. First boost was terrible. Terrible. But yeah, you gotta learn how to defend and how to also rush. Yeah, I know the weaknesses and strength of quite a bit of towers. Just to give you a little bit of an advantage against that. Moabs or boomerang. I'm gonna give you some of the most popular towers and how to defend against, or how to get through them. So Glaive Ricochet, more glaives, you're not gonna get through. No amount of balloons is gonna get through. Unless you have a very, 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 very beefy reinforced ceramic rush. I'm talking about just unreasonably expensive for to get through the more glaives and glaive lore. Glaive Ricochet struggles against group purples, group blacks, possibly, if they don't have a hero. If they do have a hero, you wait until you get group purples to rush Glaive Ricochet. Moab Press, then defend Moabs and BFBs, no problem with just a little bit of help. Like infinite stall with just 3, I believe. You can infinite stall BFBs. So just wait until you get. Don't rush with reinforced BFBs and Moabs against Moab presses. Because they just need like 4 or 5, and then they're just gonna pop it. They're gonna pop it, no problem. So wait until you get to Oh My Gods or DDTs, because they just slow it down just a little bit. They don't really do much. And they don't have camo detection, so they need some sort of camo detection tower. So DDTs usually really good against this guy. Bads, obviously. Attack shooters, great early game, especially the blade shooter. Overdrive, attack sprayer, great against Moabs. DDTs, great against these. BFBs, just too many balloons to handle. Moabs, they can take down, no problem. But yeah, BFBs is where it starts to struggle. Unless you have it in a really, really good placement. Icicle Impale, great against DDTs, not good against bads. It's the whole, that's the whole this. Except for Super Brittle. Super Brittle just makes them take more damage. Let me worry about Glue Gunner. Let's see. I don't see a lot of these. Oh, Darling Gunners. I see a lot of people would go start off with a Darling Gunner and go Powerful Darts, Hydro Rocket Pods. They can handle everything except for Group Zebras onward. After that, they start needing the Rocket Storm. And these guys, if they just have Hydro Rocket Pods, even with Powerful Darts or Laser Shock, these guys fall to Moabs and Reinforced Moabs of any kind. They need that Rocket Storm to have that Moab popping power. And the Mad to have that Moab popping power. With an Air Denial system, you can overrun with just hefty amounts of Moabs and Balloons. It's not really that great. It's alright. This guy. Purples, obviously, magic. Purple's gonna be a struggle for most of these guys. Except for ninjas, they can pop purples. It's only... Actually, why are they in here? They can pop purples just fine. Shurikens. Everything here pops purples, actually. I don't know why they're here, yeah. Ninja monkeys. They're not great by themselves with the Alch Ninja combo. I see that a lot. They fall off later on against those BFBs, DDTs, right? And especially you got Shinobi Tactics. With a Sticky Bomb, those can handle Moabs. Even just a regular Sticky Bomber can handle Moabs. It destroys them. Master Bomber, same deal. Except for all the way up to... So my gods. Reinforced Oh My Gods. No, not reinforced. Just group Oh My Gods start to struggle. Great late game. everyone struggles DDTs. Even the Dark Knight struggles with DDTs. So that's your Russian Super Monkeys. Purple. Alchemist is the buff, as you don't really get past it. Oh, these guys. Group Purples destroys them. They're not the best against mobs unless you get Druids of Wrath and Populus and Avatar of Wrath and whatever. Great for building up that eco. Or great for that cash source. But these guys, they struggle against reinforced mobs. Or reinforced BFBs that onboard. They cannot deal enough damage because they don't get enough pops. Because this scales off how much they pop. Banana farmers just rush. Usually spaced balloons is enough. Unless they go spaced. Unless they go banana farmers, Darning Gun. I see that a lot. In case you rush with grouped zebras and Moabs once it's the first chance to get. Even just a regular Moab against one Hydro Rocket Pods. You can usually slip through. Just keep rushing. Just mainly go for eco, mainly civil up your defense first. So you need the most important part. Spike factories, they're not the best. They usually can get subbed by anything. Just a lot of balloons or Moabs. You can just go through it. Even Spike Moab Shard and Spike Storm, you have no problem. You do just regular Moabs just to eat up those spikes. Junior Monkey, pretty good early game, especially the bottom path. Put this in front, they're gonna keep getting money off your eco. So that's a little bit worrying. I don't know how you want to play around this. Either full force it with get as much eco as you can, or stop and wait until later rounds once their thing starts to fill out more, and you can go for more eco. Extra large trap. Send out some bigger balloons and rush, or sorry, bigger Moabs, and then rush with a couple of smaller Moabs to eat up the extra large trap. Ultra Boost, I don't really see it. Sentry Champion, I don't really see it. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, it's a small guide. 32-minute song. I'll edit it, see what they need. Maybe not, in case you want to get the full opinion and stuff. But yeah, any questions, put them in the comments. It's up to you. Leave a like, subscribe, whatever. I'm not your dad. You can do whatever you want. And hopefully you enjoy this. Now we're on a 12-win streak. The only reason why I haven't gotten farther is because I just haven't had time to push yet. I want to get up to that Holland Masters for that sweet trophy. Or medal, sorry. Yeah. And see, you don't need any 5th tier towers. The Prince of Darkness is unnecessary. All you really need is a Dark Knight. Spam a bunch of them. They're probably like what? 2 Dark Knights, maybe 3. For the price of a Prince of Darkness. So I just did that because I like seeing Prince of Darkness in action. But then again, you only need heroes don't really matter. Get whoever you want. Quincy, make sure you get that no lives lost. You can get that first blood. Go in the late game for hero. I already told you all this. Monkeys, again, just to clarify, all you need unlocks is a Glaive Ricochet, Moab Press, Shimmer, and Dark Knight. Not too demanding. That's very, very cheap, especially with the addition of Universal XP. It's not bad. And you're gonna go. If you already have that and you want to spend some more points in these guys, go from Glaive Ricochet to more glaives. Tremendous help. That's your first priority. And then your second priority would be. Oops, I already have Dark Knight. It would be from Shimmer to Necromancer, from Necromancer to Prince of Darkness. Your second priority after you get more glaives. After that, Archmage. And then Tech Terror. If you use abilities, you want to be more active, use Tech Terror, great. Row Monkey is okay. I think the Dark Knight is better for a cheaper, right? 10,000. That's around the same, but this is usually better. I'm taking the Tech Terror because you can put like 2 these guys for 1 of these. 2, even 3 of these guys for 1 of these. And you get better at popping power. Especially with ability. But the Dark Knight, really, really good again. I'm sorry, Dark Champion. And that's going to be it. I like how I did an outro, but then I know ducking. Whatever, I'll say it again. This helped out. Like, subscribe, do whatever. Just let me know. We're gonna keep doing more of this. And yeah, see you guys later.